What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Listen, tough loss to them boys, man. Tough loss to them boys. To the defending champs, Oklahoma City Thunder, 103-100. The captain, 16 points, 15 assists. The big cat. Awesome game for him. 17 points, 17 rebounds. Playoff atmosphere tonight in the Garden. Knicks come off short, man. Listen, there's levels to this. Levels. And I thought the Knicks just didn't have it in the beginning. I thought at the end they started to fight back in the second half. They lost the game pretty much in that second quarter, right? But they brought it back in that third, right? And it was big in that third. They scored 40 points in that third quarter. They scored 40 points in the whole first half, and they scored 40 points in that one quarter, in that third quarter, and they bumped it back. I think a big change in the game what really helped them was when Brunson sat down, and so did Josh Hart, because Josh was struggling in the beginning too. When those two sat down, you brought Alvarado in and Towns and those guys. They started picking up the pace, and then they started winning. They started bringing the lead back. That's when you saw a change. I didn't really like the fact that he brought Brunson back in when Brunson seemed like he was okay. I would have sat Brunson down and maybe had him start the third or something like that. I don't know. Because Brunson had 15 assists, but he didn't have it tonight. He didn't have it at all. He had 5 for 18. He just didn't have it. But SGA did have it. 9 for 16 for him. 26 points big for the MVP. 8 assists, and he had that big three in the fourth, right? It was like a minute 30 left. The Knicks were down by 2 or 3. I forget what it was. But he hit that three, bang, that 1 3 that he had. And that's, to me, that's the ball game. Like, listen, it's miss or make. That's what it is in this league. He hit that 3. Brunson missed the corner 3. That's really it. To me, that's the ball game. And I think that SGA had better feel of the offense than Brunson did. Like, once again, right, when it's matchups like this, when both teams are on a back-to-back, because they didn't play great neither. Like, guys, they played garbage too. A couple of guys making shots, but OKC did not play great at all. Both teams on a back-to-back. Both teams coming from the Midwest. They play Chicago. We play Toronto. So it was tough for both teams. You could see it. But, you got to dig deep, man, because this is how it's going to be in the playoffs. So sometimes it's going to have nights like this. And it's who can will their team to win. Okay, Shai Gilgeous has more of control of when it's winning basketball with his team than Brunson does. And you could see it. SGA was just walking the ball up the court, taking his time, getting to his spots. He knew what he was doing. It wasn't like he was playing against a bum. OG Anunoby's legit defensively. But he was taking his time, getting to his spots. He knew. And he didn't care if he had turnovers here and there. He was getting to his spots, man. So he knew how to attack in those moments. Brunson couldn't. He just, he just didn't have it. A couple of times he made a couple of big shots. He did, but I just don't think they just didn't think he had it. I thought OG played big down the clutch. He hit a couple of big buckets. He missed a 3 at the end, but I thought OG was big. He had that big dunk in the fourth. I thought Cat was awesome. The sad part, not even sad part, let me say this. I'm going to change that word. The frustrating part about this whole Cat thing is that there are pockets in the game where he should be dominating because he has a smaller guy on him. And they're not looking for him at all. They're not looking for Towns at all. He was 7 for 8 tonight. And when they had those mismatches, they're running their offense and they're kicking out and getting 2 feet in the paint and spraying. That's all it is. And so you could see that they don't care if Towns has a mismatch. Like, they don't care. They're like, yo, we're running the offense. We're getting 2 feet in and we're kicking out for 3. We're kicking out to a wing. This offense is strictly driven and predicated on the guards and the wings getting busy. That's it. Not on the big. Not on the big. The big's got to create his own stuff. And so that's why you see Towns getting all these offensive rebounds, because they're not really looking for him like that. And that kind of stinks, because I thought he was playing well, and to the point where you wanted to kind of see him featured a little bit more. He didn't get 1 3 off tonight. He didn't get one 3 off. Like, you know what I mean? He's the best 3-point shooter on the team. The guy won a 3-point contest in the league. He's that good. He didn't get 1 off today. They didn't even look to run a play for him to shoot from the outside. I think that's all predicated on the offense. The offense is not meant for him to get busy. It's really not. It's meant for Brunson to get busy, for guys like Shamet to feel like he's Kobe. You know what I mean? Like, and I thought Shamet played good, but I'm just saying, like, that's really what it's predicated on. It's not really predicated on Towns. And so you could see that. And that's kind of like the frustrating part about tonight's loss, because I thought we could have won this game if we kind of would have looked for him a little bit more in those mismatches. Not all the time, but when you see a mismatch, you see someone's guarding him like Wiggins or Williams, one of those guys. Give it to Towns, man. Let him get busy in that post. If the double comes, he's going to make the right pass out of it. But they're not even trying to do that at all. And I thought that was a major part too with this ball game. But all in all, guys, on a back-to-back, you gotta love the effort tonight. You do from both teams. I thought there was this playoff atmosphere. That it was kind of like a playoff type of feel. You know what I mean? Going on. Both teams were struggling to kind of shoot, but they were getting after it defensively. I thought what saved OKC tonight was the whistle. I thought the whistle was leaning towards them big time. Now the free throws are going to say different. It's going to, we shot 22, they shot 25. I believe we shot 73% from the line, they shot 85, right? So that's big too, right? But that whistle was, especially for Shea, right? That's insane. I thought Brunson was bad with the foul bait, and he's not even close to this guy. There's so many phantom calls on him. I just was like, yo, what is that? That's not even a foul. Like, what is that? That charge that he had on Brunson, and they didn't call that, and Mike Brown got the tech. I'm glad he got a tech, because that was just atrocious. I mean, you how do you miss that? That's a clear charge. And so that's a true representation of the league not wanting him to get in the foul trouble, because they want to keep ratings up. So you want him playing. You don't want him on the bench with 3 fouls. It destroys viewership, right? I mean, this is real. This is not a fake thing, because by them not giving him that call, or giving the Knicks that call for that charge, is insane. That's insane. So it makes sense why Mike Brown got the tech, man, because that's a joke. But it's obvious what the league is doing. They want to keep this kid in the game. They don't want him sitting. They don't want that. They want to see him and Brunson go back and forth. It's going to keep viewership up. It makes sense, man. I mean, it's obvious. But come on. I mean, come on. It's and then the foul baiting is insane. He's a really, really good ball player. He doesn't need that to be successful. I mean, he had 26 tonight. He had a cool 26. It was like a smooth, easy 26, man. Like you on a sailboat. Right? So there's levels to this, man. And listen, I'm New York City all day, man. So I love my team. Brunson's not even close to this kid, man. And I love Brunson. He's not even close to this kid. Not even close. They're galaxies away. This kid, he scores 26. Like, this is easy work, man. He make the game look so easy. That mid-range is money. You know what I mean? And so he gets to his spots. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to bait and switch. He knows all the tricks. And then on top of that, he knows he's got his spots. He ain't looking. He's not chucking neither. That's the thing with him. He ain't chucking. He's getting to his spots. He knows where he wants to shoot it at. And he's not a ball hog. You know what I'm saying? So he's on a different level. And you saw it, especially when he came down. And the beauty of him, and I watched it. I was watching the game. Of course, watching the game. But I'm watching the key moments. I'm saying, okay, cool. He's got the ball at the top of the key. I think we was down 3 or down 2. And he came down and said, that was basically him saying, yo, we need to kind of get a little cushion here. Let me pull up for 3. He pulled up for 3, money. I said, yo, he ain't shooting 3 all night. But at the top of the key, he said, all right, let's win this real quick. Bang. I said, yo, you gotta have onions, if you know what I'm talking about, of steel to pull that shot right then and there. And especially after you haven't shot a 3 all night. In that moment. And I love Brunson. I'm a big Brunson guy. He's not even the same galaxy as this kid. And so that's to me, that's the ball game. That's the ball game. He's 9 for 16 with 26 points, 7 for 7 from the free throw line, only 8 assists. Brunson's 5 for 18. I mean, that's the ball game right there. And we only lost by 3. And Towns had a great night. Fabulous night for him, but they're not looking for him at all in this offense. At all. And I think that played a big part into why we lost tonight. Huge. All right, let me get into the chat, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight. Tough loss to them boys, man, but I'm not mad at the loss, man. Listen, they played really well, man. On a back-to-back, it's tough, but I thought they fought, man. I thought they fought really hard. Just came up short, man, to a team that is to the champs, man. We missed Mitch tonight, too. We missed Mitch big time, especially for Chet. Chet was cooking because when they couldn't get a bucket, he was the one really scoring for them. We needed Mitch for that matchup because you needed somebody to put your hand in his face because he's big. So he's just shooting over dudes. So you need a double big lineup tonight with those guys. Lionel Motors, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough loss to them boys, 103-100. The captain, 16 points, 15 assists. BQ from BK, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big Task, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Raphael, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. It's my first time seeing you, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, Raphael, please subscribe. Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Eddie Kofi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Eric Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. JW, what's going on, man? Appreciate you guys coming through rocking with me tonight, man. It's truly, truly appreciated. Time passes by. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. HRM, the greats. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Truly appreciate it, man. You guys coming through rocking with me today. Tough loss on the boys, but I'm not mad at the loss. I thought it was a great game. Great playoff atmosphere, but you're playing against a team that knows how to win in those moments because they've won big time in this league, and the Knicks are still trying to figure that out. It's levels to this. It's levels. And so we got to know how to beat these guys, man, because they know how to win. They know how to win. And I thought that was big. Oh, look who walked in the building, man. I'm just seeing this right here. MBIC, a pillar here in the LV Live show. I appreciate you coming through rocking with me, sir. Hope all is well with you. Let me get here real quick. Lionel Motor says, man, we fought to the end, man. Brunson, yeah, he didn't have it tonight, man. You could tell his legs are finished. You could tell on that back-to-back. You could tell, man. He didn't have it tonight. He didn't have it at all. We needed him to make a couple of buckets, especially with us struggling offensively. Especially if they're not going to pass the ball to Towns, right? If these guys are running, we needed him to make a couple of buckets, and he just didn't have it. He didn't have it. And I love Brunson, I do, but he just didn't have it, man. You know what I mean? And I think that's really the difference. You know what I mean? Our superstar was 5 for 18. Theirs was 9 for 16. But I will say this, though, guys, on a positive note. I'm really happy, man. Mike Brown, man, out there screaming at the refs, man. It's about time because they were ridiculous at times tonight. Ridiculous. Daquan, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Hey, listen, man, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, Daquan. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Daquan says it ain't no levels, man. We got cheated the whole game. Yeah, the refs they stunk tonight. I'm not gonna lie, they did. The refs were terrible. Tony, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Daquan says superstars play both sides of the ball. He's not nobody's superstar. Are you speaking about SGA? SGA's cold-blooded, man. That's where you're wrong, sir. He's cold-blooded. Listen, he was 9 for 16 tonight with 26 points, man. With 26 points, he only shot the ball 16 times. He was getting to his spots, hitting that three from the top of the key was murder. That was a silencer right there. That kid is cold, man. That kid is cold. He scored 26 easy. Daquan says, I was talking about Brunson. Yo, listen, Brunson top 10 player in the league, man. He's top 10 player in the league. You got to get listen. The captain's got to get better on certain things, yes, but we can't take away his greatness right now in the league. Right now, he's top 10 players in the league. If you did first team, second team, all NBA, Brunson's making second team. He's making second team all NBA. He is. He's really good, man. He's got to get better, yes, but you know. Okay. And BIC says SGA's in a different. Yeah, he is. He is. He definitely is, man. Watching him tonight, man. He's cold, man. He's too cold. He's cold, man. JW says also, is Shohan and Mike Brown's doghouse? How Porter is getting more playing time over him because he's 7 feet, man. He's 7 feet. I understand JW. You would have liked to see Shohan out there better, more. Yeah, Porter, man. He's gone backwards, right? He was playing better last year. I don't know what is going on with him, but he just doesn't look right at all. He just doesn't look right anymore. I don't know, but that's why they put him in there for size. HRM the Great says that 3 was nasty. Yeah, it was, man. The 3 was nasty, man. JW says that was a tough loss, man. If we made our field goals, agreed. But it's a back-to-back, JW. It's a back-to-back for both teams because they didn't shoot well either. That's why, JW, I said the fact that Shea was 9 for 16 and hit that 3 at the top of the key and Brunson was 5 for 18, that's the ball game. Because your other players, your role players and your wings and stuff like that, even with the Towns piece, I thought Towns should have got more touches. I don't know what's going on with that, but whatever. In moments like this, when the team just doesn't have it because I know back-to-back, you lean into JW, you lean into your superstars to really step up and make big shots because guys just don't have it. I thought Chet came up big, hit some big shots. I thought Lou Dort had a lot of big shots too. And he's not really known to be an offensive guy, but he had a lot of big shots, a lot of big threes. Lou Dort was coming up with big shots tonight. I thought he was big for them. But you look to your stars to come up in big moments like that. And I thought Shea did and Brunson didn't. I thought Brunson, he just didn't have it tonight. He just didn't. Eric Rich says, to be fair, Brunson has been given effort on defense, still drawing offensive fouls. Agreed. That's where he kind of makes his living. And I thought Brunson has been better defensively. I mean, we understand he's not a lockdown defender, but I think he's making good effort, man. I think he's trying out to do the best he can. He knows his limitations. But I think he's been doing okay. Lionel Mona says, besides Brunson, we should focus a little bit. Yo, agreed, man. Listen, I don't know what's going on with that, man. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, Lionel Mona, they got to look for him more, especially on mismatches, man. But Lionel Mona, I don't think the offense it's predicated on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the offense is really strictly based off of get 2 feet in the paint and spray. That's all they talk about. Like they don't see nothing else. You know what I mean? And so it's strictly based off of guards and wings, and that's it. It's not really meant for the big man. So Towns, this is not really an offense for him. And so he's got to find his pockets where he can score. Because there's times when he has mismatches, right, Lionel Monas? And they don't even look at him. They start just run the play. They're not even looking to say, yo, Shamit, go to the other side of the court. We're going one-on-one right here. They don't even do that. Sometimes they do, but not enough. They don't do it enough. Tony says, if Towns got SGA fouls, Towns would be, y'all agree. Yo, Tony, you're not lying, Tony. Tony, you're not lying on that, man. Listen, man. Yeah, it's a lot of phantom calls, man. A lot of phantom calls. Man. But yo, he gets the benefit of the whistle, man. That's just what it is. And listen, we're not the only people that have been complaining about it. The whole league complains about the SGA stuff, man. Tony says, I don't care if we played a back-to-back, man. No excuses for Brunson. Play way more. Wait for Brunson. Play why is Brunson looking for Josh Hart on the court more than well, come on, man. You already know what that is, man. That's his boy, man. You know what I'm saying? They go. That's his boy, man. But yeah, I do agree. He's got to look for Towns more. He isn't. I don't know. If Josh Hart sat the entire second half instead of Mo Diawara, we would have won easily. We losing games because we're giving Mikal and Hart 35 plus. Yo, Tony, Tony, that's a great point here. It's funny that you mentioned that, Tony, because if you noticed when Josh Hart went out the game, when he was having back issues or whatever, that's when we went on our run. He brought Shaman in. They basically played a 5-out, and we looked a whole lot better. And Towns was involved a little bit more. They sat Brunson too. Alvarado came in. The offense picked up, and that's when we kind of tied up the game and or got it closer. Brunson came in, hit a 3, I think, and tied up the game. But that's really when the tide changed. When Josh Hart came back in, it kind of like messed up the flow a bit. I thought he could have played Diawara a little bit more, but I think Diawara had a couple of turnovers, and I think that he just yanked him a bit. But I thought Diawara could have played a little bit more. He knocked down a couple of shots. How many minutes did Diawara get? I thought he could have played a little bit more, man, but he didn't really play him that much. He only played 9 minutes tonight, man. No, excuse me, I'm bugging. 13 minutes. And he had 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. What did I say, right? What was the minutes I said for him? Between 15 and 40? 15 and 40. Between 15 and 20 minutes, right? So he got 13 minutes. All right. Give or take 2 minutes, right? So, so, yeah. I would like to see him a little bit more tonight. But, give or take, man. I mean, he did play 13 minutes, right? He is still a rookie, so, I think you could have gave him a little bit more. I think Mikal played like 40 minutes tonight, man. He didn't need to play that much. I don't think he needed to play that much. You know what I mean? I think Diawara could have came a little bit more. I would like to see a little bit of Sohan tonight. Maybe come in for OG. Kind of like extend the bench. Alvarado only played 12 minutes tonight. I don't know why that is. He could have played a little bit more than that. Brunson didn't need to play 39 minutes. Like that didn't need to happen. Like, you know what I mean? So I think Mike Brown kind of got a little, he kind of. And then he played OG 33 minutes, like 38 minutes. Well, makes sense because he was trying to match him with Shea. Shea played 35. So, okay, Cat played 33, cool. Hart played 25 because of his back. But Bridges played 40 minutes. He didn't need to. Brunson played 39. That didn't have to happen. Shaman played 31 minutes. That's cool. I think the Diawara could have got more minutes. I thought Sohan could have got more minutes too. And Alvarado, I think, could have had at least 20 minutes tonight. I don't know why he didn't. He only got 12 minutes tonight. Like he didn't really play him that much. I don't know why. And I think that kind of hurt us too, because I think guys started getting a little tired towards the end because it is a back-to-back, right? I'm looking at the numbers here, so that's what I'm saying. I kind of didn't like that. Look at Daquan. Daquan says, "Hard turn the ball over all the time." Yeah, Josh is terrible with that, man. Tony says, we don't have to play Sohan. He doesn't score. We need scoring from the bench, LV. Yeah, but Tony, yes, but Tony, what I mean is to kind of, help guys out with minutes tonight. We're kind of shorthanded right now, Tony. Right, with Deuce being down and Mitch not playing. So what I'm saying is that they didn't need Bridges to play 40 minutes. You got Sohan there and OG too. Like you could have, you know what I mean? Those guys, like Sohan could have got 20 minutes tonight. He could have. You could have just staggered the minutes. Diawara could have got a little bit more than 13 minutes, maybe 20 minutes tonight. Yeah, you could have did that because we're on a back-to-back, Tony, is what I'm saying. So you could have gave those guys minutes. It wasn't like OKC was blowing our doors off. They didn't play that good neither. So you could have put him out there to maybe guard a guy like Wiggins, right? You could have, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying with Sohan. You could have did that to kind of monitor guys' minutes. You didn't have to play these guys that much. You know what I mean? So I think Mike Brown kind of dropped the ball there in that aspect. I think, he kind of, I think he was trying to win this game. He kind of pulled the Tibbs, to be honest with you. He kind of pulled the Tibbs. All right, guys, I'm going to pull up the stats here right now for you guys. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight, man. Tough loss to them boys. But guys, I'm not mad about this loss, man. I thought we played really well, man. I'm glad we didn't go out there and get smoked. I'm glad we went out there and fought a little bit. And believe it or not, I think if we would have knocked down some shots, we would have won tonight's game. Okay, so here are the stats right here, guys. Make sure I got this lineup for you guys and queued up perfectly. Okay, cool. So you guys see the stats right there. See OG Anunoby, 38 minutes, 16. I thought OG played really well tonight. The OG played really good. Though he came up big with key moments. I would like OG to hit the glass a little bit more, though, man. He only had 3 rebounds. I would like to see that number up by about 7, 8 rebounds a game from OG. Right? You see the big cat, right? 33 minutes, 17 for 7. 17 and 17, excuse me. 7 for 8 from the field. Cat's got to get more touches, man. They got to figure out the way to make sure he gets touches, man. How he's only got 11. He's only got 8 shots, and Josh Hart shooting it 11 times. Bridges is shooting it 17 times. OG's shooting it 17 times, and your all NBA center is only getting 8 shots like that. Like, I don't like that's just crazy, man. You know what I mean? The coach has kind of got to get better with that, man. You see, Sohan only played 2 minutes. I think he could have played a little bit more tonight, man. You see Mo, right? 13 minutes, right? 9 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3, 3 rebounds. He did have 2 turnovers, but he had 1 steal. I thought Mo was solid when he was out there, man. So I think he could have easily got more minutes. Okporti was terrible. Only 3 rebounds, and he had 3 turnovers. I thought Shamet was solid. He couldn't really knock down a 3 tonight. But I thought he was solid taking it to the rack. Thought he was getting after it defensively, too. They were calling nonsense fouls, too, on him. But you see, you see Alvarado, man, like played 12 minutes tonight. He could have easily got more minutes, man. So it's a back-to-back, guys. It's a back-to-back. But you see the stats here, right? We shot 42% from the field, 29% from 3, and 73% from the line, man. I mean, you're not going to win many games like that. You're just not. Let's go to the team stats right here. So they shot 45% from the field. We shot 42%. But look, they shot almost 40% from 3, and we shot 29%. That's basically the ball game. And then also too, they're knocking down their free throws. They shot 84% from the stripe. We shot 73. We out rebounded them on the glass, 48-38. Assists 21-23. Steals 8-5. Turnovers they had 16, which led to 23 points, 14 turnovers for them, which led to 14 points for them. Guys, look at the fast break points. We have 14-2. We have 14 points there too. Points in the paint. Look at that, guys. Points in the paint is 46 to their 20. I mean, guys, we were right. We were right there for the win, man. We were right there for the win. You know, Ihart didn't play great tonight. Thought he was okay, but remember, he's coming off like calf strain and whatever. I thought he was okay. We missed Mitch tonight, though, man. We did. Just blocking shots and just his defensive and pressure, what he provides. Right? We kind of missed that tonight with Mitch. MBIC is dropping jewels. Look at this. Check this out. Mike Brown is I don't even like Cat, but you have to utilize a player like him with his skill set. Hey, MBIC, listen, man, you're not wrong about that, man. You're 1,000% correct. 1,000% correct. And I think that's a detriment, like to talent. Like, you know what I mean? Towns is too good of a player. And so you got to be able to identify that and just don't dismiss it. Like, whatever, like, I don't care. You know what I mean? So once again, listen, guys, I've said this before, right? I'm going to say this again. Take the stats down here. I've said this before. A coach can make a player and he can break a player too. He can. A coach can make a player or he can break you too, man. And what I mean by that is coaches have been known in the league to destroy players, destroy their reputation, destroy their worth, what they're worth in the league, start rumors about them to where you're not even accepting them. You know what I mean? Because it's very fraternal with these coaches. They all know each other. And so all it takes is for one guy to give you a label. That's like the kiss of death. And once you get on another team, it's just you're looked at as this type of player or as this type of guy. And that's not even who you are. But it was based off of that one coach. I don't know if Mike Brown jives with Towns. I don't know if they jive. You know what I mean? I don't know if that. And you're seeing it because He's not even making sure. Tibbs made sure what Towns got because he knew how good Towns was. Remember, he had Towns in Minnesota, so he knew how good of a player Towns was. Mike Brown doesn't even care what Towns is, and he's just like, I don't care what you are, how good you are. I'm running this offense, and that's that. And it's like, yo, man, I get all that, but yo, we got to make sure we're getting this guy. This guy's a good player. Like, we got to make sure we use him to his full capabilities. But he doesn't even care. Like, he's just like, whatever. This is what I'm running. This is how I'm gonna do it, and that's that. So that kind of makes no sense. You know what I mean? But you got to utilize him. Only 8 shots. He's a really good player, man. He's a really good player. So only 8 shots for him tonight, man. And look at the 8 shots. Look what he got: 17 rebounds. So imagine if he would have shot the ball 8 more times. We probably win this game. Because you're giving one of the better players in this league a lot of opportunities to shoot the ball. He even take a 3 tonight. And that's his weapon. That's what separates him from most bigs in this league, is that he can do that. And they're not even utilizing that. Look at Tony says, if I'm Towns, man, I would go Leon Rose and demand a trade, man, as a number 2 option. You have 3 other guys taking more shots. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane, Tony. That's insane. But Tony, that's been going on all year, man. That's been going on all year since Mike Brown came here. And you see Towns, like, he's not complaining. He's just trying to make it work. You know what I mean? He's trying to do the best he can. Like, you see him, he's out there playing hard. So I don't want to hear about Towns is a cancer to the team. I don't want to hear about none of that. Because he's sucking it up. He's still going out there crashing the boards, getting rebounds, trying to finish hard for his team. He's trying to be a good team player. But they're not even looking for him like that. He's all NBA. These guys making $60 million a year. He ain't really – listen, guys, guys, let me tell you how good of a player he is. He's getting 17 without even really trying hard. Look at his numbers that he's getting. 17 and 17. Look at that. And they're not even giving him the ball. And he still has 17 points. That's strictly over him, just how good he is. Imagine if they started to feature him a little bit more. He would have had 30 tonight. And we probably win this game. So I don't know, man. I just don't know how your all-NBA guy only gets 8 shots and you got wings and Josh Hart shooting more than him and you expect to win. Makes no sense. Yuri, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Tough loss from boys, man. But listen, guys, I'm not even mad at this loss, man. I thought the team played good, man. They played good. You know, of course, there's areas and spots that I felt we should have won, right? But it's levels, man. OKC knows how to win, man. They know how to win. They know how to win. And they've been there before. They've been to the mountaintop. We're still trying to get there. Tony says, if we're coming off back-to-backs and Mitch isn't playing, why can't we just play other players like Jamison, Kolick, Clarkson, McCullough? Why go to Okporti? Yeah. I think Okporti's done, man. I don't even think he's like good anymore. Like serviceable, right? I would have played Sohan in that spot. Just put him at the 5. That's what I would have did. The Jamison piece, Tony, I don't know about, because I think he's on a 2-way, man. So I know it's like limited amount of games he can play or something like that. I don't know how that works. But I think with that, he kind of like, you know, I don't know what that 2-way stuff is like, but Tony, man, facts, LV, man. Karl-Anthony Towns is probably the best polite professional basketball player in the league. Like, yeah, man, come on, man. But they treating him like he's just an average dude, Tony. I'm going to say it again. A coach can make you and he can break you, man. He could destroy your credibility and everything who you are as a player. All it takes is for him to not like you, and he'll just spread rumors around the league to all coaches about who you are. And then all those coaches will follow suit and treat you as such. Treat you as such. Coaches have destroyed guys' careers, man, for nothing, just because they don't like the guy. I told you the story about what Austin Rivers said, right? Austin Rivers said what he said about when he came to the Knicks and he met Tibbs, right? And Tibbs hit him with some nonsense. Tibbs was like, I'm glad you're here, but I just wanted you to know I wanted Derek. So, I'm glad you're here. That's what he said to Austin Rivers. That he wanted Derrick Rose instead of him. Austin Rivers said that to him. Austin Rivers said that Tibbs said that to him. That's insane, man. That you would say that to a player. But that's how these coaches are. And remember, Tibbs didn't give Cam Reddish a chance. You know what I'm saying? Cam Reddish was finished. Tibbs didn't want to give him a chance at all because of the reputation that he had. And I thought Cam Reddish came in and played good for us in certain spots, but he couldn't get off the bench because there was a reputation with him. And Tibbs followed through on that. So, this is just the truth, man. This is not, hard to try to figure out, man. That's just sometimes what happens. And, I don't know. I just think that we got to find a way to get Towns more touches, man. You can't have that at all. All right, guys, really quick. Let me pull up the coach here, man. Let's listen to the coach and listen to what he has to say about tonight. Give me 1 second here. Let me share this. Okay, here we go. All right. Just make sure I found the clip here for you guys. All right, make sure I got it all queued up. Right? All right, cool. We're good. All right, let's listen to the coach, guys. Listen to what he has to say regarding tonight's game.
A good basketball game. Thank you very much. I thought our guys, again, they could have folded at any time. We were down double digits, and I liked our competitive spirit. Our competitive spirit was great. Those guys make the game ugly. And, when that happens, you got to defend and you got to try to do the little things to get a win. And, our ability to crash the glass was, especially with Mitch not playing, but our ability to crash the glass and get second opportunities was there. We had 20-second chance points. You want to play fast against these guys so that you're not going against their set defense all the time. And we did a decent job of that, scoring 14 points.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think he's right. It was kind of like an ugly game. That's what OKC does. But the Knicks didn't play great neither. This was a playoff basketball game, and guys were tired, obviously on the back-to-back, so they kind of mucked up the game a bit, and that happened. So you got to find a way to win. But the really good teams know how to win, and OKC knows how to do that. And I think they were able to find pockets where they can come up with big points. A bucket here, a foul here, like little things to know how to win a game. And the Knicks didn't know how to execute down the stretch. So OKC knew how to execute. The Knicks did it. And you can see the difference. Once again, it's levels to this. And I think that's what happened tonight. All right. So let me bring up Coach again. He's talking about SGA here. So let me pull that up for you guys. All right, let me make sure I got this queued up for you guys. Listen to the coach. All right, make sure this is all locked in. All right, cool. We're good. All right, people. This is the coach talking about SGA, man, and how he played tonight.
But one of the areas, obviously, is the free throw line. SGA he's a tough cover, and he does a great job of convincing the referees, probably better than anybody in the league, that he's getting hit, and them shooting 84% from the free throw line compared to our 73% was a factor throughout the course of the game. And then I thought we had good looks from the 3-point line. They didn't go in. You got to give them credit for being physical and playing as hard as they do, because over the course of the game it has some impact on it or effect on the 3-point shooting. But our guys, if you're open, keep letting that thing fly, because I believe in our shooters, and and they're eventually going to go in. But a good competitive game in a lot of areas for us and for them. Just didn't get the win tonight.
Listen, well said. Well said. Great breakdown. I think he's absolutely right. I think they made free throws, we didn't. Right? They were knocking down threes, we didn't. I think that's really simple. I mean, that's really what it is. Mr. Make League. And I have to give him that. And on top of that, he kind of took a jab at SGA. He said he does a great job of selling these calls. That's what he does. He's an actor out there. He's Michael B. Jordan. He's Will Smith. He's Denzel Washington, whatever. He does a great job of selling it. And these refs eat it up. Even that charge that he got on Brunson, he ran him over. The ref said, no, it's a play on. And OG Anunoby did the same thing in that fourth quarter. They did a challenge. They called a charge on OG, but it was the same thing. The refs could easily be like, no, OG moved to the side. The guy shifted with OG, blah, blah, blah. They could have did that, but they didn't. And that was a big part of the game, too. The Knicks lost 2 challenges, which were huge in the game. OG makes that. He makes the free throw. We're down by 2. That kept it to a 5-point game. Big moments. Towns getting that nonsense call. He just knocked it. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Those are bang plays. Now he fouled the guy. That's why he couldn't get the rebound. They're just looking for ways to call fouls on the Knicks. So many play-ons. They let the Pistons play prison basketball. Everything is okay. The Knicks bump somebody a little bit. They get calls. That Towns gets knocked in the face. They don't call nothing. It's funny, man. It's funny, but to his point, yes. SGA is really, really good at selling this. Look at Tony says, no, man. Coach Brown, one of the areas is why do you allow 3 other players that are not stars to take more shots than your all-NBA all-star number 1 option, number 2 option player in Towns? That's why you lost. Agreed, man. Agreed. Tony says, nah, man, we didn't lose the game because of free throws and missed shots. We lost because we rather let Josh Hart, Bridges, and OG take all the shots instead of feeding Towns, who was your best shooter tonight. Agreed. Hey, Tony, listen, man, you're knocking it out the park tonight, man. You're knocking it out the park. Tony, I can't even sit here and say you're lying, man. You're right on. All right, guys, with that being said, man, let's listen to the Big Cat, man. Listen to the Big Cat. I thought the Big Cat was awesome tonight. Awesome tonight. Let's listen to Towns, man.
Thinking about the team's performance when you're walking off the court after that one? Honestly, just I'm proud of our guys. We fought. We did our best to execute against a championship team, and at the end of the day, we're gonna lose a game. I want to lose with 2 of our best players getting the shots they got and giving ourselves a chance. And I think you can't ask for the game to if you're gonna have to beat us, you're gonna have to beat us at our best with them at their best on the same night. And that took the cap to them. They did enough to win the game, and Jalen shot a fabulous shot. Mikal did an amazing job giving us a second chance. OG took a great shot, good follow through, everything. Just wasn't our night. And obviously you want to win, but I'm extremely proud of everyone in this locker room for fighting and getting those good looks. And against a championship team, at the end of the game, it's hard to get a good look like that. And I got 2 of them, so can't be complaining about the shots we got.
Well said by Towns, man. This guy's he's a class act, isn't he? He's got the media training on Smash. He's 1,000% correct. 1,000% correct in what he just said. Because like he said, man, listen, you're playing against the champs. You can't be mad about how you played. And you had opportunities to make the shots. I said it earlier. What did I say? I said it came down to this. Shea came down and hit that 3 at the top of the key. Bang. There's only 3 tonight. He made it. Brunson had the 3 in the corner right there. He missed it. That's it. One all-star for the other all-star. One guy made it, one guy did it. But then you had another opportunity to shoot another one. Towns ain't out there to shoot it. You got to give it to OG. So you got to, it's like, it's kind of toss up. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're going to make it or not. You know what I'm saying? So, to Towns' point, he's 1,000% correct, man. 1,000% correct. Tony says Towns is an amazing, well-spoken professional, man. I would have been off. Tony, you would have made it hot? Tony be like, yo, you know what? Give me the mic. This is what we need to do. I don't care about none of that. Pass me the ball and we win it. How about that? That's a hot take for the night. Okay. All right. So here's the captain. Let's hear from him. I'm sure he's kicking himself tonight, man, because he know what time it is, man. Listen, man, when you playing against a dude like this, like Shea, this is a moment for you to shine. And I thought he didn't play well at all tonight, man. He didn't play well. He didn't play well at all tonight. So here's Brunson. See, Brunson got his hat on. He got the fit. He got to say JB on there. All right, let's hear what Brunson has to say about the last shot.
Yeah, that shot in the corner was a good play right there to get that last shot chance to tie. What happened there?
Just missed it, and wish we had that one back.
You had that.
There he is. He said it right there. He said, Alan, I think that's Alan Hunt that asked him. He said, "Yo, man, what'd you He said, "I just missed it." He said, "I wish I could have that one back." You know what I mean? That's it, guys. Like, it's not really rocket science. Miss or make league, man. You gotta knock down shots, big time. And guys, he's done it. You know what I mean? At the highest level, so I know he could do it. And I don't know he's probably kicking himself because he wish he would have had it. But man, that's what separates the for winning a championship or not. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what It goes Brunson again, right? He's talking about his performance tonight. See, Brunson knows, man. He knows he didn't play well at all, especially on a stage like this when you're playing against the MVP. You got to play well, and he knows he didn't play well at all. And that's big when you want to be the guy, right? You want to be the man. You got to play well, man. You got to play well in moments like this, and you can't stink up the joint. He did today, man. He was okay, but he wasn't where Shea was. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you see the divide between them two. So he's talking about himself tonight. He's talking about how he played.
They were sending a lot of different double teams, blitzes, traps, all the time. You ended up with 15 assists. What did you see from the way they were trying to defend you, and how did you, react to it?
I feel like I missed a lot of shots I normally make. Got to give them credit, but also was able to manipulate them a little bit and find other guys to make plays. And so, like I said, our defense gave us a chance to win, and usually I convert on offensive side of the ball.
They were sending.
There he is. He's telling the truth, man. He's missing a lot of shots that he usually makes. And guys, that's the ball game, man. Like, that's it. I keep on saying that. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's really it. And he knows that. He knows. They're throwing things at him. It's not stuff he's never seen before. He's seen these things before. He's seen the double teams. He's seen all the stuff. They can't do stuff to him that he has never seen before. He's seen all these type of things. So it's up to him to make the adjustment there. And he couldn't tonight. He couldn't. But SGA could. That's just the truth, man. Tough game, man. Tough game. But guys, to Towns' point, I'm happy with how they played, man. I really am. I thought they played really, really well tonight against the champs. I thought they did, especially coming off of a back-to-back, man. They fought back. They played, they try to, give themselves a chance to win, which they did. You just got to knock down a shot, and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? It happened. So, get ready for this road trip. Let's try to get one back in Denver. All right, guys, listen, I put the link in the chat. So if anybody wants to hop on, please do so. So we can chop it up. I want to hear from you guys, man. Hear how you feel about tonight's game. Tough loss, but, well-fought game, man. You know what I'm saying? Well-fought game. I thought they played really well. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought, tough loss, man. Happens, man. Happens. But I really love what I saw tonight altogether. I love what I saw from Shamit, from Mikel. OG, I thought was solid all night. Thought Cat was amazing. And so even though there were pockets in the game where I felt we could have played better, I thought defensively we were getting after it. And I thought we gave ourselves a chance to win tonight. We just couldn't come up with the winning plays. And I thought that they did. But they did because I think they've been here before. They're a championship winning team. And so I think that it's really simple things like that. If we can fix those things, we can be right back with these guys. But in certain pockets too, that's where I think we miss Mitch, because defensively you could have put him on Chet. Chet's not knocking down on them threes. And I think in certain pockets he gets offensive rebounds or certain rebounds that you need, or block certain shots like on Lou Dort or whomever. And that those things could tip the scale for winning and losing in this league. And so that's the importance of him. And we cannot forget Deuce, because we didn't shoot the ball well at all tonight from three. And so that's where Deuce comes in, because maybe a couple of more threes from him, we win tonight, right? So all those things matter. Now also too, they didn't have Jay Will tonight. You know what I mean? So that's big for them, right? So both teams were shorthanded, and so that's why, we're right there, man. We're right there. We're in striking distance to win this game. So this doesn't lessen my feelings of us winning the championship. I feel we still can. But I think we're a lot closer than what people want to give us credit for, especially how we look tonight, and especially how we looked against San Antonio and all the other good teams in the league. Detroit, I'm not worried about. I mean, Detroit has our number, whatever. That's because it's the regular season. But I don't think there's anybody in the league that we can't beat. You know what I'm saying? Even with the OKC, I think OKC was better last year than what they are this year, and I think definitely Boston was definitely better than what they were last year. And it sucks too, because you saw what happened to Boston tonight. Boston got smoked tonight. Smoked. I told you guys, the Hornets are coming, man. What was the score tonight in the Boston game? Boston lost 118-89 at home to Charlotte. And if we would have won tonight, we would have been a half game back. Sucks, man. Stinks. But they got smacked tonight by Charlotte. Smacked. 118-89 in Boston at that. Crazy, man. We had an opportunity tonight, man. All right, cool. All right, got a couple people waiting here. Let me get you guys added on here.
Hey,
Yuri. What's going on, Yuri?
I was taking notes the majority of the game, and I watched this game fully from beginning to end. The Knicks lost this time because they couldn't make free throws. Mm-hmm. That's number one. They couldn't make shots in the first half. It's number two. Number three, they did a really good job of making sure Cat did not get into this position to post up. That's number three. Number four, they lost this game because it felt like every time the Knicks had an answer for a run, OKC responded back. Say what you want to say about the refs getting involved, whatever. I'll agree with you on that one 100%. You have to make sure you play an A++ game against OKC. Because if you don't, like Mike Brown said, OKC is damn good at selling fouls. Mm-hmm. Number six, this game showed me we're really close. Mm-hmm. I can just see it. We're so close to a finals. Mm-hmm. One. I get it. We have to go through the East. I'm going to be the humble one here. This loss convinced me that, we're so close as a team. We came so far. Because LV, not that long ago, we were in a January slump where we were getting blown out by lesser teams. Now, we're competing with the best of the best. LV, we were 0 for 10 in the regular season last year. Do I have to remind people of that? And now we're actually competing with the top teams from the East, from the West. I'm happy about tonight, despite the loss. I'm not happy we lost, but I'm happy it wasn't a blowout. Well, what says you, LV?
Hey, listen, Yuri, you nailed it, man. You got a lot of great points there. I'm glad you took some notes tonight, man. I'll make that your job now, Yuri, man.
Hey, don't go that far.
But yeah, I think that you nailed it, man. I mean, I think that the beauty of tonight is you want to get a gauge of how close are you, right? And I thought San Antonio kind of proved it, but tonight really proved it. Remember, both teams are on a back-to-back, so you want to see exactly how we were going to look. SGA rested last night. Brunson didn't. So you saw he had better legs down the stretch. And I think that if we have Mitch tonight and Deuce, I think
it could have been a different game.
I think we win tonight. You know what I mean? So But both teams on the back-to-back, both teams struggled offensively. They just came up with big plays at the end. Like they showed their championship.
SGA's killer. That's all I got.
Yeah. Listen, they showed their championship pedigree, man. That's what they did. And I think that this is something that where the Knicks can learn from, take this, and then kind of like move on from it.
You got film on them. Make adjustments for the next game coming up on March 29th. I want to respond to you about the comments that JB made. Listen, JB's always going to be that guy. He's always not going to talk. Doesn't reveal his hand. Everyone wants to talk about his demeanor. He's smooth, man. He ain't going to panic. Think he's worried about this game? He's going to look at the film and learn from it. I think the team played great basketball tonight. I think OKC was just a better team, and we have to give their credit for that. And I'm okay with that. I can rant about how, Cat only got 7 shots, whatever, but I attribute to that to OKC just making sure he played out of position tonight. But I do agree with you. Cat has to get the ball more. But again, I have to look at it. OKC really put the defensive pressure on Cat tonight to make sure Cat didn't get involved. So, do you disagree with me on that, LV, or no?
No, I mean, yeah, they put pressure on you, but you gotta
figure out a way.
Gotta figure out a way, man. He's too good of a player, man. He had a great night, and so that's where the coaches got to draw up something. You got to figure that out because he's too good of a player. He's not just a role player; he's an all-star.
And I agree with you on that one, but on another side of the argument, though, LV, that they did a good job making Cat out of position, though.
I thought at times, yeah, but here's the thing, Yuri. When they have smaller guys on him,
you have to give the ball to Cat. I agree.
What you do is you got to balance out the floor, right? So you got to take Shamit's man and send him to the other side of the court. That's what you got to do. You can't have 3 guys over there because now Shamit's man comes over. Now it's the court is filled with players. So you're going to have to. So when Alvarado has the ball, right, and he sees Shamit and Cat. Cat's got a smaller guy on him.
Yeah, I was surprised at that.
Listen, Yuri. He's got to send Shamit to the other side of the court. Tell him to go baseline. Take your man away. So now it's just a 2-man game, me and Cat. It's simple. His man is not going to leave Shamit wide open. He's a 3-point shooter. He's got to follow Shamit. So that's how you fix that. They do that in middle school, Yuri. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you fix that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by where Mike Brown has got to figure out a way because
playoffs in a month or so.
He's an all-star. You know what I mean? So you got to figure. And he played a really, really good game tonight. So that's the only thing. But I mean, listen, man, it wasn't that big of a difference because we only lost by 3. It wasn't like we got smoked by 20. You know what I mean? So
we came close to it though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So give or take a couple of things. I'm just saying if you kind of want to, grasp for straws, that's something I thought the Knicks could have did differently. But,
yeah, I agree. This game
was right. But once again, I said it earlier. SGA hit that 3 at the top of the key. Brunson missed a 3 in the corner. That's it.
Gotta make it shots. Make a mistake, like you said. But yeah, no, I'm not doing about this game. The Knicks played great tonight. All around effort. Go to Denver, win in Denver, and start off this road trip on a win. Because you got a really big road trip coming up. This is a 5-game road trip, LV.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man.
And here's the kicker. Cleveland's not playing until the 8th. They got a 4-day rest.
What? How is that?
They're not playing for 4 days.
What is that? An NBA Cup schedule? What is that?
Yeah. I'm just as shocked about it as you are.
That's insane. I'm only really upset about the loss tonight because Boston got smacked.
Yeah,
that would have gave us. They would have had a half.
We would have been a game back.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, Hornets, bro. Yo,
I told you
they're coming, and you might not be far off. They might get that 6th seed. I don't know what's gotten into them. I don't know what they talked about behind the scenes.
They look dangerous, Yuri. They look dangerous.
I always take the team with the most playoff experience, but we all know how that was a few years back with Miami.
Right.
Hornets can make some noise, man. I'm keeping an eye on them.
If they get Detroit in the first round, you better watch out. They better watch out, man. Because now you're playing against a team that's playing with house money, Yuri.
You're playing with a team that's got nothing to lose.
Right, and that's the worst because now they're gonna throw the kitchen sink at you because they're not even supposed to be here, Yuri.
Bro, I'm telling you, Mike Brown said it himself. He threw the kitchen sink at SGA tonight.
Yeah.
He threw the kitchen sink at SGA tonight, man. And SGA still dropped 20 points. He's almost close to tying friggin' what's the word? Will Chamberlain's record.
Yeah.
He's 2 games away.
Yeah, man. That kid's on another planet, man. He's so good of a player. It's insane. He had 26 on 16 shots, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, he was 9 for 16, man. I mean, the guy he's that good, man.
But yeah, no, I'm not really upset about this loss.
Yeah, me neither.
Go get the win. Go to Denver. Play against Denver. Get the win there. I heard Aaron Gordon's coming back against us. Funny how that works.
That's what everybody, right? Everybody wants to come back against us. So he's gonna be back Friday.
That's what I think.
Okay.
They haven't announced it yet, but if I had to guess, he's gonna be back Friday. Oh, good news. Hey, guess what? We got Mitch back Friday.
Yeah, Mitch will be back Friday, right? So yeah, that'll be good.
But
man.
LV, this is what makes it. This is my one gripe with it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that every time we need Mitch, I get it, he's on injury management, but this is why I think this plays a role into that contract that he wants.
Agreed.
He can't play a full season no more.
Agreed.
And if I'm Leon Rose, like, damn, I'm thinking of just getting off that contract and just getting someone else that can give us a whole schedule. You know what I mean?
Right. To give us at least 70 games, man. Right. He's only playing 40-some games.
Right. He's only playing 40-something games, and that hurts us, man. That hurts.
Yeah.
Because it shows you pockets where, damn, if we had Mitch on Chet Holmgren, we probably win this game. Damn, if we had Mitch just to block a few shots, we win this game. But I'm not using what ifs. I don't, excuses are a game. You know what I mean? And the Knicks were on a back-to-back. OKC was on a back-to-back. We were dealing with injuries. They were dealing with injuries. They were the better team. That's
right.
Well,
But your point is valid because it's his value now, right? It's his value. His value is kind of tanking in a sense because of it's your best ability is availability, right? And that's the issue with Mitch.
And we play him, and we play then. We're gonna have, like I said, we're gonna have Denver on March 6th, and after that, LV, we got a back-to-back with both LA teams.
Right.
So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna play Mitch? Are you going to play Mitch against the Lakers and not play him against the Clippers? And now,
yeah, I would probably do that because remember they sent Zubac over to Indiana,
right? Like it's a dilemma with the Knicks, man. This is a dilemma. Let's not sugarcoat this, guys.
Right? Because I don't think the Clippers have no big, right? Who's their big?
The Clippers have no big,
right? So that would be the game you would sit them.
That would be the game you sit him. Just play Cat and play Ariel Hokaporty. Let Ariel get the development for that game.
Right.
I think we could have won yesterday's game without if we sat Mitch yesterday. I would have had him for this game. But I get why Mike Brown did it because you want to push Toronto back.
Right.
Focus on the East. I'm not worried about the rest because we're not going to, see OKC in the playoffs because they're on the other side of that spectrum. Just like we didn't see San Antonio. We're probably not going to see San Antonio in the playoffs. All the Western Conference teams. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm assuming after this back-to-back, the Knicks they have no more back-to-backs. This is officially the last back-to-back this month.
Okay. So that's good. And then after that, I think that the schedule kind of smooths out after that too, Yuri. We got a bunch of bottom teams. So
we can definitely stack up some wins, I hope.
Right. After this road trip.
So, yeah, you got Denver March 6th. I'm going to say Knicks won that game.
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to say win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say win in LA.
Mm-hmm.
LA Clippers, on a back-to-back. I'm going to say L on the Clippers.
Okay.
Utah, L. Indiana, probably win.
You think we lose at Utah?
Yeah. There's something about Utah I don't like. No matter what.
What is it? The altitude or something out there? I don't know what it is, but Utah is always tough for us, man. I don't know what it is.
Utah's a good home team, from what I understand.
Yeah, they play good at
home. Indiana, these are 2 trap games that I'm just going to assume L.
Yeah, they are.
You're back at home. Golden State, I'm going to assume win. Indiana, back at home, I'm going to say win. Going up against Brooklyn, you got 2 days of rest. I'm going to go win. They got a couple of freebies that the Knicks can get here.
That's what I'm saying, Yuri. So they can kind of really stack up some wins, and then hopefully during that time Boston might get knocked off a couple, and we can sneak right into that 2 seed. But hey, man, the rumor out there is that Tatum's gonna be back Friday.
I don't believe that.
That's the rumor out there. That's swirling around, man. He'll be back Friday.
If you're bringing this guy back and he just had an Achilles injury and he gets re-injured again,
yeah, that's bad, man.
That's bad for business.
Yeah, you got that right.
That's bad. And
Yeah.
listen, I'm not trying to be that guy with Tatum. I'm not scared of Boston even with Tatum coming.
Right.
But I am.
But it's got to make sense, right? It doesn't make no sense to bring him back.
It makes no sense.
Like for what?
Like, come on, you're gonna bring him back out? Jaylen Brown's killing it in Boston right now, bro.
Right. Agreed.
So Jaylen Brown's killing it right now in Boston. You're gonna bring him back, and I don't like the ego trip. That's what Jason Tatum. I'm not coming back to be a role player, Doc. I'm like, dude, you just got an Achilles injury.
That's what he said?
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And you want to talk about JB not giving the ball to Cat? Please.
Yeah,
miss me with that nonsense.
Yeah.
Miss me with that nonsense, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane, man. That's insane that they're pushing for that. So we gotta see, man. We gotta see what happens. But my thing is, let's try to see if we can sneak and get that 2 seed, because I think we can. I think we can get them.
I think we can get the 2 seed. I'm not really worried about this loss.
Right.
If anything, this showed me the Knicks are way closer than I thought they would.
Agreed. I feel the same way as you do. Feel the same way.
I can rant about Cat not getting the ball 7-8 shots. But
right.
The thing
but,
is,
but we'll be fine though, Yuri. We'll be fine
because Cat's gonna get the touches as always.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Brown goes with a lineup change though.
Really?
I think if you put Cat performs better in a 5-out lineup.
They look good when Shamet was out there. They look really good. That's when they made their run, to be honest with you.
And that's when Hart's sit. And I hate saying that because I think Hart's a good player. He's definitely in a funk though, LV. Let's be real.
Yeah, he's weird. He has good games and bad games. I mean, he played good in Toronto last night. I mean, but he didn't play well today at all.
He's definitely in a funk. Let's just be real. But hey, I'm confident that we can make a run in this final month of March, and they're hitting their stride, man. They're playing really good basketball, the Knicks.
Agreed. I think it'll continue. We just got to continue to keep on stacking wins, man, and try to get this 2 seed.
Listen, I'm fine with number 3. You know that, right?
Right. Agreed. I don't know, but my thing is that if we're close to 2, why not get it?
I agree. Man, I would have wished we gotten that win today.
That's all right.
I really wanted that win. Atlanta is smoking Milwaukee right now. Holy crap.
Yeah. Jonathan Kuminga, man, he's really putting up numbers out there for them, man.
Yo, bro, this play-in could be fire.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think Mike Brown should do a 10-man rotation? Because I had someone discuss.
I think so. Especially when Deuce comes back. Not now, but when Deuce comes back.
Do we have news on Deuce coming back?
No news. But I mean, he's traveling with the team, Yuri. So I mean, I'm sure he's training and getting prepped and ready. He'll be ready for the playoffs, I think. But Yuri, you got to think, right? If he went 9 tonight, he went 9. So you add Deuce into that and Mitch. He's gonna play Shamet. He's definitely going to play Mitch.
10-man rotation, right?
He's going to play Deuce, and that's what is that? 8 right there. He's going to play Alvarado. That's 9. And if Diawara keeps it up, he's going to play Diawara. Whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, he's still going to play. That makes it 10-man rotation. So I see him doing that.
Yeah, Diawara's minutes was. I get Diawara had like really bad turnovers tonight.
Yeah, but you got to let him play through that though, Yuri.
He got 13 minutes.
Right. So I think he should have got more minutes.
You can tell Mike Brown was very tipsic today.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because here's the thing, Yuri. Mikal didn't need to play 40 minutes tonight.
You can tell he wanted this win badly.
Yeah, that didn't have to happen. OG played 38 minutes. I mean, I get it. Shea played 35, so he wanted to match the minutes. I get it. But Brunson didn't need to play 39. Alvarado only played 12. Brunson did not need to play 39 minutes. It's unnecessary. Alvarado could easily play 20 minutes. When they sat Brunson down because he got hurt, they should have just kept Alvarado in and let Brunson just chill over there and relax. He wasn't shooting well. Like, it's a back-to-back. Like, it was no need for that. Shamet played 31 minutes. I think that's good. I think Diawara should easily play 20-something minutes. If Okporty's not playing well, play Sohan. You can put him at the 5. Just let him play defense and get rebounds and be a defender. That's it. it's not like Akporte was out there doing anything. He had 3 rebounds and 3 turnovers. Like, so what I'm saying is this is a back-to-back, Yuri. Guys did not need to play 40 minutes. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to think of that tonight. I really didn't. I didn't know what to think.
Yeah, that's unnecessary. You didn't have to do that. The only one was maybe OG because he's matching.
You can tell too. You can tell Mike Brown wanted this game though. That's for sure.
But he did a Tibbs tonight. You're right.
He did a Tibbs tonight. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off here. It's getting late on my end.
All right, Yuri, my guy. Take care, man.
But I hope I may have brought up some good points about Cat having some.
Oh, you always do.
Good to hear.
All right, Yuri. Take care. All right, that was Yuri, man. I was coming through, dropping the heat, man. Rocking with the LV Live crew, man. Tough loss to the boys, 103-100, man. Are you guys upset about this loss? How do you guys feel? How does everybody feel out there about this loss tonight? Are you upset? Are you okay with it? Yuri said he's okay with it. Very similar to LV, man. That's how I feel about tonight's loss. All right, got another person here waiting patiently. Eric Green, what's going on, man? How are you tonight? It's your world, sir.
How you doing, LV?
What's going on?
Hey, man. You know, I don't like losing, and I just feel like we could have won this game. It's a make or miss league, and we were missing too many open threes and the foul shots. I also felt like the captain, he didn't have it. He did have 15 assists, so he was getting ball to people. But I think there's a couple of times that he got in that mid range area instead of shooting. He gave up the ball, but then the clock ran down, so they were getting off bad shots because he was dribbling a little bit too much. But I don't want to get on the captain too much because he played hard. He played My concern with the team is, I see Brown was trying to win the game. I just think he could have played Alvarado a little bit more because the offense picks up when he has that speed going. And I think that we needed that, especially at the beginning of the fourth quarter when they kind of separated from us and made us have to come back. But overall, you just want victories. I want to point out a couple of things that I saw. Number one, Chet Holmgren hurt us because he got off. He's the one that really, hurt us in the beginning of the game and kind of, separate us. If we could have held him down, we would have had a better chance of winning the game. So how you feel about that?
Hey, listen, Eric Green, you're nailing it, man. You're nailing it across the board, man. I think you're absolutely right with the Chet Holmgren piece. That was major. That's where we missed Mitch because a lot of those shots, he's 7 feet. So, if you have a guy that's 7 feet contesting that shot, those, a couple of those shots are going to be off. But he was too comfortable in that first half. And
that's what I mean. Yeah.
And that was big. And that gave them the cushion, right? Because, SGA was kind of struggling with his fouls. Other guys didn't have it going because the reality is that they were on a back-to-back too. They didn't play well either. But he kind of gave them that cushion. He was the all-star for them. So what he was doing is what Towns should have been doing, right? And so that was the difference in the game. But if you have Mitch out there to contest, they can go double big. That changes the whole dynamic of it. And that could have propelled us to win tonight. Now, to your point regarding the captain, he didn't have it tonight. I mean, that's just what it is. And it's a miss to make league, man. And that's just what it is. SGA was he was money tonight when he needed to be, and Brunson wasn't. I played the clip. Brunson said I had a lot of shots I usually make, and I just missed it. And that's it. SGA made his 3, and Brunson missed his in the corner, and that's it.
Yeah. A couple of things. Number one, that was definitely an offensive foul on SGA, and that would have changed the complexion of the game. I mean, that was egregious. Come on, man. That was offensive foul. You got to be kidding me, man.
Mike Brown even got the tech regarding that. I mean, so it was very obvious, right?
Yeah, I'm glad he got the tech. Just let him know. And something else that Yuri brought up and you guys were talking about regarding money making Mitch. I don't know how he can justify or another team can justify giving him a big contract if he's only going to play basically half the season. If I would love to keep Mitch, and Mitch needs to understand that if this is the way he's going to be, I would love to keep him as a Knick. Just knowing that we're not going to have him on back-to-backs and other things. But if he goes, he goes. I mean, that's life. That's the business. We got to deal with it. But I don't see how a team can justify giving him a used contract, knowing that he's going to miss so many games. If you try to play him, you're going to run him in the ground. He's going to spend more time in street clothes. So I don't know, man. But that's another story.
No, Eric Green, listen, you nailed it, man. I mean, that's just the truth. And I told you guys on the show a couple of weeks ago, I said, listen, I think Steph Bondy wrote a piece how he went around speaking to like executives, right? And I'm paraphrasing here, but he basically stated that they're not sure about what Mitch's value is going to be because your best ability is availability. He's not playing enough. Like that's kind of tanked his value. Because when you get to a team, and let's say he gets an iHeart deal, 4 years, $86 million, or 4 years, 70-something million, I don't know, whatever. The team is going to expect you to play 82 games, or at least 70-something. You can't be playing 40 to 50 games every year. You can't play back-to-backs. That just brings your value down. I can't pay you for 82 games, and I'm only getting 50 games out of you. Like, I mean, that's just bad business, right? And so that's something we have to really consider regarding Mitch, man. I mean, I want him to stay here. He's a homegrown guy. I don't know if you know the story, but the Knicks did a lot of work with him behind the scenes. Like when they drafted him, remember, he's straight out of high school. He was super raw. You know what I mean? And he had a lot of stuff personally, I think also too, he had going on family stuff. Like they really, really worked with Mitch, like, on all levels. Like, I'm not speaking of just hoop stuff, personal stuff, everything. So they really built this kid up. They got him at 18 years old. So they watched him become a man. So, it's a lot invested here with Mitch, right? So I think that, I can see him coming back because this is where we kind of helped him become who he is. But I'm telling you right now, if he goes any other place, he's going to have a hard time because other places who haven't watched him grow from 18 years old are going to be expecting a return on that contract. And if he can't, if he can't give that back, Eric Green, then, he's going to find himself pretty much out the league.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want to point out one more thing about Diarra. Man, he is money for three. He's money. But you saw his turnovers when he put the ball on the floor and he got into that mid-range, do I go all the way to the hoop or do I pull up? And that's when he started hesitating. He's going to have to develop a mid-range game because from three, he's money. But when he puts the ball on the floor and he gets into that in between, 8 to 10 feet from the basket, do I go all the way to the hoop or do I pull up? That's when he made his mistakes. But the kid's got a lot of talent, and to me, he's got to stay in the rotation because he's instant offense. He stretches the floor, and he's getting after it on defense. You see him hustling. You see him, really grinding out on defense, getting on guys and being there. So he's a raw talent, but he's something that we really need to develop, and that's our future.
Agreed. Well said, sir. Well said.
Yeah. So, man, I'm just hoping we keep it going on the West Coast. We need to keep some victories because we got to stay no lower than a third seed. If we get the second seed, that's fine, man. And I'm gonna tell you one other thing, man. Charlotte, they got scary, man. They play without money, man.
They're dangerous, man. They're dangerous. Yeah. Dangerous team, man. Because you know what it is, Eric Green, they're young and they don't know what they're doing yet. So now they just going out there playing. You're giving them a little bit of confidence. You saw the score 118 to 89. See what they did to Boston?
In Boston. And Boston is playing for something.
That's what I'm saying, man. Did you see that? Yo, man, listen, man. I'm telling you right now, that's a team you don't want to see. That's a team you do not want to see.
Definitely. Let them stay in the 7 or 8 seed. Let the Pistons have their first round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't want no parts of them, man, at all. I'm being honest with you. I don't.
Yeah, because they like Detroit last year, so they can shoot.
Yeah, they can. They got a lot of weapons, man. That kid Con Knipple, man. He's nasty, man.
Yeah, if he's really up there in terms of, Flag is going to get Rookie of the Year, but Knipple, he's right there, though.
He's right there, Rick Green. He's way better than what I thought. I didn't know he was this good.
Yeah. amazing. Them Duke guys, man.
That's what they do, man. There's something in that water out there in Duke, man. I gotta
Yeah.
talk to Grant Hill and all them cats, man, because they've been doing it since then.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. But man, I appreciate being on with you, brother.
Absolutely, man. Listen, I'll be back Friday, man, to talk about that Denver game. So come through for that.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. Peace. Have a good night.
All right, peace. You too. Take care, man.
Thanks, man.
All right, that was Eric Green coming through with the heat as always, man. Appreciate him coming through, rocking with LV Live. Tough loss to them boys, 103-100, man. Hard fought game, but the Knicks lost a tough one in the Garden tonight to the champs. Tim, what's going on, man? Harlem all day, man. Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough loss to them boys. All right, I got another person here in the call queue right here. MBIC, a pillar here in the LV Live show. What's going on, sir? It's your world. Talk about it.
Oh, yo, Atlanta's gonna be this team. This team is I knew they were gonna beat the wow. Oh. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. It's all you, sir.
Oh, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. It's your
I
world.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Wait, I can't hear you.
All right, you can't hear me? Okay. All right, let's try to close out and try to come back in, all right? I'll try to get you out of here. You can try to come back in, all right? Let me kick him out of here real quick. All right, try to get him. Try to MBIC, if you can, try to go back in there and kind of reconnect. Hey, listen, tough loss, guys. Tough loss. Listen, we can't be upset about this, man. Can't be upset. I don't want anybody mad. It's a tough game, man. It's a tough loss. I thought the boys played really good tonight, man. I thought they played really good. So listen, guys, this really quick. We was talking about. I think I was talking to Eric Green about that technical that Mike Brown had tonight. Let's hear from him, man, regarding that. He got after the ref tonight, man. He kind of let it be known, man. You know, he was kind of upset. It's good to see from Mike Brown, man. Him fighting for his teammates, man. I'm glad that he did this. Bringing it up for you guys right now. This is him kind of talking about it and him kind of elaborating on what happened tonight regarding the technical. Excuse me, the technical that he got.
You hit your first technical of the season. Is it just you were mad because it happened right in front of you? One of the things that I wanted to get across to the guys is we're good enough to win despite whatever the officials are calling out on the floor, and we need to have that mentality. And I give our guys a lot of credit. Last night when we were in Toronto, I don't know if I've ever been in an NBA game where it was 7 to, I think one time it was 6-0. And they picked up a foul with, I don't know, a minute left or less than a minute left. I just, you very seldom see that. And our guys did a pretty good job restraining themselves. And so, the growth in that area of trying to leave the officials alone was something that I pointedly tried to do. Tonight, you guys saw the play. SGA had 2 fouls, and Jalen was there, and he ran him over. It's just like the call that they made on OG. I don't know. I don't understand why that was a no call, but that should have been his third. The bucket shouldn't have counted, and we should have gone the other way with the basketball. And so to see that, knowing that Jalen is standing there and he's putting his body on the line, and our guys are fighting their asses off, to try to win the ball game, and it didn't sit well with me, obviously.
Well said by the coach. Well said. Listen, he's super articulate. He knows the game. But for him to be able to break that down like that, he's 1,000% correct, man. Because I even said it to you guys. I thought last night was a joke too. The refs, the whistle last night was insane, right? But tonight was even worse. But it happens. No one likes the Knicks. Towns gets no calls. Like, he gets none. But it happens. That was a terrible call tonight on SGA. Excuse me, that didn't go SGA's way and kind of just was a no call. And it was just insane what that was. And so it was right that he got a technical. But I'm glad he did. And I'm sure his teammates feel good about that also. But I thought it was great by Mike Brown, man. Thought it was great. Okay, all right. So he has returned. NBIC, are you good, sir? How's everything sound? Sounds good?
Yeah. Everything good. Peace. What's good?
All right, what's going on, NBIC? A pillar here in the LV Live show. It is your world, sir. Talk about it.
So I'm watching the game and I'm like, I don't know why everybody's not in panic mode right now, because you should be. Because everything that I've been telling you as far as like the playmaking, when your superstar player goes off the court and you make a run and it looks better, your team looks better without your all-star player, that's not a good look. And I noticed that multiple players bringing up the ball. Now we don't have any players that can create their own shot. That's a problem. But that's why I was telling you before, like we need playmakers. Like we need a traditional point guard. Because what that does is that frees up the offense. And a lot of these players don't have to look for their shot so much. Because you already know that Brunson is a ball dominant guard. And even though he had 15 assists or whatever he had, he's not his teammates don't feel comfortable with him, that he's going to find them in their comfort spots. You know what I'm saying? So that makes a difference. And when you're playing an elite team like OKC and you have crunch, this is a team we should have won. This is a game that we should have won easy, because they didn't have Jalen Wilson Williams playing. He's injured. That's the second best. That's the second leading scorer. So how do you not win with this? And we had advantages. I mean, we both of us played. I mean, both teams played bad, uh, because SGA is coming off an injury. Um, iHeart's coming off an injury, and these players, we had an advantage and we blew it. Like normally, see, this is what I also mentioned this before. What I noticed about the Knicks is we're good enough. We're a competitive team. We're good enough to beat, mediocre teams. And when they falter, we're able to take advantage. But see, when you play elite teams like this, we have to put our foot in their head, in their neck, and snap their neck. We can't do that. That's what makes us, you know, that's the, you said there's levels. We're not at that level yet. I'm looking at, I just saw Charlotte mollywop Boston. I'm like, wow. Then I'm watching Atlanta. They are killing Milwaukee. And these are young teams, man. Like these are young up and coming teams. And I told you the Wizards are going to be good too. So if we don't win this season, next season there's no guarantee. Our window is closing, and if I don't, and we're going to be a fourth or fifth seed. I don't know about what anybody's talking about. We're going to be a fourth or fifth seed. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if you heard. The reports are that Giannis does not want to play with a ball dominant guard. So that means that he ain't coming here. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not surprised. Listen, there is another team here. They're across the river. So I wouldn't be surprised if he winds up going there, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he winds up going there. I just wouldn't be. I think that Giannis wants to be in New York. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, he's been speaking about it for the longest. So I don't think he wants to be in Milwaukee, but he wants to be someplace where I did see the report, which you stated. They did say he wants to be someplace that's close to Greece. So he wants to be on the East Coast. So New York is a perfect spot. You know what I mean? It's a big city, similar to Greece, right? Which is Athens. You know what I mean? It's a very big city. So he wants to be someplace similar to that. He also has bought a home over here, right? So it's leaning towards that's what he's going to do. Then also too, I can even see the Miami piece happening for Giannis too, right? So I don't think he's coming here. I don't, So, but now to answer to nail your point about the young teams, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I mean, all these draft picks and stuff like that, all these players are coming out. These guys are ready to go. I think Charlotte is dangerous, very dangerous. I think that a team like Atlanta getting a guy like Kuminga, with Jalen Johnson and those guys. I mean, they're going to be legit. They're going to be really, really good. So I thought they were going to be good this year. So next year, they're going to be even better. Of course, we speak about the Wizards, right? They still have Anthony Davis. They're going to probably get another high draft pick, right? So they're going to have Alex Sarr, Anthony Davis. They're going to be tough too, right? Guys are going to get new players. And I mean, the league is changing every year. Guys are getting younger and they're getting better. So that's something the Knicks have to identify, man. I think this is the window. I do agree with you. And so they got to take full advantage of it. You still there, sir? Hello. I think MBSC has disappeared tonight, man. All right, I got one more last caller of the night, man. Here we go. Harlem HBO. Tim, what's going on, man? It's your world. Talk about it.
Yo, LV, what's up, King? What's going on? Salute to the chat. Um, if you guys haven't hit the notification bell or hit the thumbs up, man, cost you nothing to do so. Show my man LV Live some love. You know what I'm saying? This dude bring nothing but dope content, keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from a genuine place. You know what I mean? A lot of podcasts don't bring that kind of content that comes from a genuine place. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing it from not just from a Knicks fan perspective, but a perspective from sports perspective. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to be on here right now, man. I'm super hype about the game that I saw today. A couple of tweaks that the coach can fix. I see. I'm sure he's gonna go back to the drawing board. One thing I seen today that I think that he can do better is eliminate them threes, stopping these teams from hitting a lot of 3-point shots on us. That's what killed us. 18 points and 3-pointers is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you eliminate 5 of those, we win the game.
Agreed. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to learn how to defend the 3-point shot. Once we do that, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think we could beat these. I really think we could become champions. Just seeing this game tonight made me optimistic. Like, yo, I really believe that we can. I see a parade coming sooner than we think. You know what I mean? So we just got to stay focused, stay the course, learn from this game. We just played last night on the back to back. So that's another thing. They still tired. Who knows what time they came in from Toronto?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They had to get up early in the morning, probably go through a couple of run throughs, couple of scrimmages or whatever, and then get ready for the game tonight. So I saw some potential of giving this team fits. See, Indiana took them to 7 last year, right? With the team they had. This team we got is legit. All we was missing was energy and momentum, right? I think that Brown should have gave Alvarado uh, a little bit more playing time, Diawara. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have figured out a way to bring Josh Hart should have just chilled. He should have just kept him off the bench.
Yeah,
You know
agreed.
what I'm saying? They let him rest because his back looked like he was still messed up. You know what I'm saying? So you throwing them back in, Brunson trying to feed him, even though he gave us some points, you know what I'm saying? It helped us, but still, that's like you could have damaged it and made it worse. What if he had got hurt again? Then what? Right? We lose another star player. So at the end of the day, it's like you got to be mindful of these injuries because it's important. We already know we're missing Mitch, missing Deuce. You know what I'm saying? So those are 2 key defensive players that we missing too, right? Even though they was missing Williams, okay, I get that, right? But at the end of the day, it's even kill. Look at the lineups, right? We match perfect with them boys, right? Get Sohan, got to find a way to get him implemented into the game. Like you got to figure out a way to get him going. You know what I'm saying? So if you can find a way to get him some playing time, get him comfortable with the rotation and the game plan, I think he can help us too. You know what I'm saying? So and this team is still trying to find each other. This is only year 1 under Mike Brown. So I thought about it the other day. I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? We really going in too crazy right now. I think we should just really pump our brakes. Right? This is year 1. Right? We had Tiz for the last 4 or 5 years. So we gotta give some kind of grace. right? So I figured, I'm like, damn, we mean a lot of expectation right now. I wouldn't even thought we would be where we at right now. And then tonight game when I thought, I'm like, last year we got smoked by these boys.
About 40.
Tonight under Tibbs, tonight we gave more effort. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like, yo, I really believe that if they fix the 3-point, and we got the wing play, we got the players to stop the 3-point shot. They just gotta buy in. Once they do that, LB, yo, I'm telling you, fam, in the playoffs is a different scenario, it's a different ball game, man. I'm not worried about right now. I'm worried about coming April, May, June. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about right now. We still trying to figure our team out, right? But once the playoffs come, man, it's a different ball game. And I really think I think we going to the finals, man. I'm just putting it out there right now, man. I know there's some team that's really good and got a chance to beat, but nah, I really think this team is going. I think Mike Brown going to get us to the finals, man. The thing is getting us over the hump and getting a chip. That's the question. You know what I mean? So, what you think, man?
Hey, listen, Tim, you're nailing it tonight, man. I totally agree with you. I think this team has what it takes. We just got to get everybody back healthy. We got to get Deuce, we got to get Mitch. And the beauty with the playoffs is that Mitch it's not every other day, right? I mean, it's not it's not back to back. It's every other day. So we got to have Mitch for that. You see the ascension of Diawara. You got Shamit. We just got to keep everybody healthy. We get Deuce back. Now we're fully loaded. Everybody's ready to go. And also, too, this team is not run down. You know, we didn't run those guys into the ground like Tibbs did.
Right.
And Mike Brown's keeping these guys even keel. Good energy to when they go into the playoffs, they'll have a lot more better legs to where they can really make a great push, man. And I think that I think we got what it takes, man. I truly do. There's nobody in the league this year that scares me. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we can beat anybody. And so, like you said, you know, last year when we played these boys, we lost by 40 in the game.
Word, they smoked us.
Right. That didn't happen today.
Both games. Hold on, both games.
Right. And so, you know, they got the same squad, and so do we. The only difference is we changed our coach. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's a great opportunity, man. I just think that we got to get Deuce back and get Mitch rocking and rolling. It's the law of attrition. If everybody can be healthy, that's the key. Health. Sometimes it's not the better team that wins, it's the healthier team.
The health, right. Facts.
You know what I mean? I thought the Pacers would have won if Halliburton didn't get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
So, and they was winning too. They was up and he was cooking.
That's what I'm saying.
He was cooking in the beginning of that game. So it was looking kind of spooky for them boys, OKC, until he got hurt.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, right? So if you ask anybody, OKC was the better team, but it didn't look like that.
It didn't look like it at all.
Right. And so it was just the fact that they were healthier. You know what I'm saying? So that really changes everything for the playoffs, man. And so to me, that's the key. Get everybody healthy, rocking and rolling for the playoffs, and everything is pretty much there for our taking, man, for us.
Yo, man, look, let me tell you something. Brunson knew he knew if them shots was hitting tonight, it would have been a different ball game.
Right.
He admitted it. Like, yo, look, I know if I hit my shots tonight, this was in a different score. We'd probably won the game. Cat fouled out the game. Josh Hart, when it got hurt, it would have been a different ball game. He was out most of the second half?
Yeah, most of the second
half.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's the momentum, it's the energy, right? That we lacking. And at the end of the day, OKC, they felt, and the referees, oh my God, yo, God. Man, it's like every time you turn around, the whistle being blown. Like, yo, it takes so much fun out of the game, man. Just every time you turn around,
listen, you were going to say it right the first time. It changes the whole momentum of
it. Right? That's a fact.
Like, it changes the whole momentum because when we start playing better and we start getting momentum, they blow the whistle.
They blow the whistle, man. It was like it was just consistent. Like every time you turn around, yo, and then next thing you know, here come a 3-pointer, boom. Like these dudes is average. I'm looking like these are a bunch of G leaguers, like. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like not knocking their game, you know what I mean? They on the court, they getting playing time, but nah, our team is better than this team. If you look at it on paper, we better than them. Right? It's executing the game plan. That's what it is. And Mike Brown, he got to really lock in. And I see what he's doing though. I kind of see what he's doing right now. He really saving them boys for the playoffs. That's what he's doing. That's why giving the Awara and all these dudes opportunities to really get warmed up, right? To get the playing time, to get ready to get that experience. You know what I'm saying? And saving us for the run, man. And that's what it's about, man. I want the chip. You want the chip. I want the chip. Us Knicks, and tonight, show me tonight, like, yo, I think we're gonna see them in the playoff. We're gonna see them in the championship, right? And it made a perfect finals. Looking at it, I was like, this could be a potential finals right here.
Right. You got to ask yourself too, Tim, right? Just to ask yourself. You see, we saw what we did to San Antonio. So who do you fear? I don't fear none of them.
I don't fear not right.
Right. And San Antonio be smacking these boys around. So that's
Yo,
what
they smacked them like 3 times this year already, right?
Right. So you're not scared of nobody in the West. You could beat all of them.
We could beat all of them, right? It's the game. It's putting the right game plan, right? And everybody buying in. That's what it's about, buying in. Right? Buying into the. And Mike Brown, like I said, man, we've been going hard on him, man. You know what I mean? Me and myself, you know what I mean? A lot of podcast content creators been going in on them. I understand, we get it because we diehard Knicks fans and we really want to win the chip. We really want to see this team. We want to win every game that we can, right? But that's not happening. But at the end of the day, right, is continue, stay consistent, stay buying into the game plan, and get ready for this playoff run. And I love what he's doing this. Like, he's not running our players down like Tibbs did last year, right? We got to look at it like that. And he's a coach that's preparing for the playoffs. That's how I'm looking at it right now. The question is, will he get us to the championship? Right? And I think if we do, I think we can beat them this year. I ain't going to even lie. I think this could be our year. Right? I really think Brunson and them can be I think they can do it, man. I really think it could be an upset this year. I don't think they're gonna repeat. I don't think the Thunder gonna repeat. Whoever they play, I don't think they're gonna repeat, man.
Right.
And
They might lose in the West, man.
they might lose in the West, right? To the Spurs, because the Spurs been smacking them, so it's gonna be hard to beat Wemby and them, right? So if it's the Spurs and the Knicks, we already know we got their number. So then what? Right? The chances is really high for us to really get ready for this parade, right? So I'm excited, man. I just wanted to jump on. You know what I mean? I came, you know what I mean? I came in the crib, you know what I mean? I was out, I had to go visit my aunt, check on her, make sure she was good, and came in. I'm like, yo, let me jump on. I saw LV on. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm excited about what's to come.
Yeah, listen, you and I both, man. You and I both, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me tonight, man.
Hey, yo, man, I appreciate you too, Kings. Nothing but love always. You already know HBO all day. You hear me?
Right. Always.
All right, King. Peace.
All right, peace, man. All right, that's one of my day ones, Tim, man, coming through and rocking with LV Live. It's truly appreciated, man. Listen, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. Listen, great win tonight. Appreciate all the callers that came on tonight. Appreciate everybody came through and rocking with me tonight. Tough loss for them boys, man, but it's okay. It's okay. Facing the champs, you had a tough loss, but we're going to see them boys again down the line. So let's hopefully we get revenge later, man. But listen, let's focus on Denver. That's the next game. They're another powerful team in the West. We already beat them, but now we're going to Denver, hitting that West Coast trip. So let's try to get some wins, man. Listen, I'll be going live Friday after the Denver Nuggets game. So please come through and check it out. All right. I'm LV Live, and that's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. All right. Also, too, first time coming through, subscribing to my channel, right? Hit that bell icon, right, to get all notifications for all my shows. It's right underneath my show right there. Right. And also, too, if you're watching a replay game, please subscribe, but also, too, leave comments because I do respond to comments. Right. So I appreciate everybody coming through and rocking with me. I will be going live again Friday to discuss the Knicks against Denver. So please come through and check it out. All right. I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.